All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with an exciting 49er draft video. And of course, check out Pig and a Pickle, 2 locations. They're in Emeryville, open Wednesday through Sunday. They're open 7 days a week in Corte Madera from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Check out Pig and a Pickle, a proud sponsor of the Krug Show. Well, the 49ers have a primary need in this upcoming draft. I think we all know what it is. They need a right tackle. They lost Mike McGlinchey in free agency. He went to Denver, and they've told us that Colton McKivitz is going to be the guy, but McKivitz has been kind of more of a jack of all trades in recent years, and some people question if he's going to be in every, a solid starter at right tackle. I think what they're really looking for, and I think McKivitz is a good football player. I really do. So you got McKivitz, and you're just looking for depth. You're just looking for somebody who you think is a great prospect because you have a phenomenal offensive line coach. Chris Forster's a terrific coach. So all you got to do is get him some talent to work with. And I think we have found the guy that we're looking for. Mel Kiper, not Mel, but Mel Kiper in the latest mock had a 3-round mock draft, has the 49ers at number 99, taking Joey Fisher out of Division II Shepherd University. And the more you watch this guy, the more you look at him, man, you can see why this is a really exciting player. He will be Shepherd's first NFL draft pick going back to 1979. And the story that he has is really an incredible story. He didn't play football for 3 years. Didn't play in 2016, 17, or 18 because he couldn't find a school to give him a scholarship after he decommitted to the University of Maryland and left Towson State. So he became a gym rat. He only practiced football with his younger brother. His father is a locksmith, so he just worked with his father as a locksmith in that trade. And then finally just said, you know what, I got to get on the football field. And he finally, Shepherd signed him as a tight end prospect and then quickly moved him to the offensive line, and the rest is history. This guy has really played well. 43 games he has started at right tackle. He's been a 3-year starter. A lot of people are projecting him to move to right guard in the NFL. The Jets even worked him out supposedly recently at center. The nice thing about this guy, he didn't get invited to the combine. Okay, so he really impressed people at the NFL PA Collegiate Bowl down in Southern California, so much so that he got invited to the Senior Bowl. But then he had to sit out the Senior Bowl because he had a broken base of his finger to his hand. So the broken hand forced him to miss the Senior Bowl, and he wasn't invited to the combine. And because he has sat out football, he's a little older than your average player. But, man, when you watch the film of this guy, you can see why the 49ers should want this guy. 43-game starter at right tackle. What are they looking for? They're looking for a right tackle. This guy strong? He's enormously strong. He had 40 reps of 225 at his local pro day at Shepherd University. That would have been the highest number among all offensive tackles in Indy. 40 reps. Then he went out on the track and ran 4.90, which also would have been the best of any of the offensive linemen at Indy. So this guy's got measurables. He was a 3-year starter. He's got long arms. He says he models his game after, wait for it, that's right, Trent Williams. Grew up a Ravens fan. He was a high school, he's got a lot of the traits that I really like in offensive linemen. He was a high school defensive lineman. He was a high school defensive end. And if you flip on the film, you can see that kind of defensive mentality. Grew up in Hagerstown, Maryland. Sadly, he's a Ravens fan. Grew up as a Ravens fan. But, he's training for the draft in Fort Myers, Florida. He says he's a big R&B fan. I saw an interview that he did where he says he's a big fan of Boyz II Men. He loves R&B. But the guy clearly needs work. He needs some refinement. But why I love this player? This guy is freaking nasty. Seriously. Joey Fisher is nasty in the run game. He's a mauler. This guy will maul you in the run game. This is the kind of guy that the 49ers need at right tackle for the next 10 to 15 years. I mean, he is big, he's nasty, he's feisty. I mean, he's just a physical, tough guy. The film is amazing. Pancakes left and right. I mean, this guy's got brute strength. He gives you that pop in the run game. You can see him just toss defenders at the Division II level around in the pass game. I mean, like they're ragdolls. I mean, he's just ragdolling dudes out there. And he definitely needs more, more technique. There's no question. He gets a little handsy, but man, you're talking about a guy who really he blocked for the Division II, powerhouse there, and his quarterback is Tyson Badgett, who's also in this draft. But this guy's got size, he's got strength, he is super hyper aggressive. He is looking to bury people, and you're gonna love this guy. I mean, I think he's probably a right tackle. Some people think he's not even a tackle; that he's maybe just a guard. He started 3 years at right tackle at Shepherd, and the upside is significant, really significant. And you can see those NFL starter traits when you roll the film back and forth. This guy is the guy. This is the offensive lineman that I was looking for the 49ers. Why? Because now the Niners haven't drafted a tackle that's under 6'6", and this guy's 6'4". So there's that. But as far as nasty 3-year starter, lots of reps at right tackle. Yes, it's a step up in class. Yes, he needs refinement. He needs to work on his quickness. But this guy's a nasty mauler, tenacious grappler. I mean, this guy will bury you in the run game. I mean, he needs work. There's no question. But they could go with Colton McKivitz this year. They could draft Fisher and coach him up. But man, when you look at a guy that's this strong, this fast, this powerful in the run game, this nasty of a player, to me, you can't coach that. This guy loves to play, and he's going to bury people, and he's going to be a really good player. Now, is he a right guard? He might be a right guard, and at the end of the day, right guard is usually the easiest position to fill. But still, I'd still want this guy. Why? Because he just buries people, and the attitude that he plays with is just there's a nastiness that just comes screaming through when you watch the film. So, great story. The fact that he was out of football for 3 years, incredible that he wound up at Shepherd, some Division II school, and he's about 6'5". He's anywhere between 6'5", 300 to 6'5", 320 in that range. But he's athletic, he's strong, and this guy will pancake you. So remember that name come draft day. If all of a sudden they go to the podium and they say the 49ers in the late third round go with Division II Shepherd University Joey Fisher, offensive tackle, and you watch this video, pump your fist, because the Niners got themselves a difference maker and a nasty offensive lineman. And at the end of the day, there's some guys who run fast, some guys who jump high, some guys who lift more than the other guys, some guys who are a little quicker. But what it really comes down to in the offensive line, who's tough, who wants it, who's into it, who's a tough guy. Toughest man wins. I mean, you can talk about low man wins, and that's true in certain run plays, short yardage, goal line, that kind of thing. It's a lot about technique. It's not like technique doesn't matter. There's a ton of technique involved. We all know. But at the end of the day, all these guys have those techniques down. The techniques it's not rocket science. It's about nastiness. It's about toughness. It's about, are you looking to pancake somebody? Do you want to, inflict pain? and not every guy's like that. This guy is like that. Joey Fisher from Shepherd University, Division II. Put on the film and watch this guy. He's really, really impressive. Mel Kiper, according to Mel, the Niners will be drafting Joey Fisher, number 99 in the upcoming NFL draft. And if they do, you heard it here first. That one is a nice little sleeper pick from your 49ers. All right, hope you enjoyed the Niner video. Hope you're enjoying the Krug Show on YouTube. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being a proud sponsor. Check them out in Corte Madera and Emeryville. And keep it locked right here on the Krug Show on YouTube for all your top Niner content right up until the regular season. Thanks for watching.